Welcome to Karkom Cards and Comics. Josh and I are back again with another Duel.
What it do?
Hi. Alright, so if you don't know already, Duel, what we do is we each bring a fighter to the table. We have to argue for why ours would win over the other. He knows not who I bring, I know not who he brings. And that's it. We just have to duel it out. And predictions this time?
I haven't thought about it, but well, we did talk about scaling the power level down, so that does narrow kind of the options, because our last few videos we've just had like these immortal beings that can't be killed or damn near can't be killed, and we always coming up to stalemates. So, having that being said, well, that wasn't
I feel like I wanted to cheat.
That wasn't my guy. That was last week.
Good. Okay. I was like, I feel like I was just fixated on the open book.
Yep. Nope. I kept it a page soon.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I have no guess on who your first character would be. Let's, Shang-Chi came out recently. So, Shang-Chi.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't pick him. And for you, I was kind of thinking you might have gone Blade.
I didn't even consider Blade, but that would have been a good pick.
Because, he's just a hand-to-hand sword master type guy, so...
With his little gadgets.
Yeah, so... I was kind of thinking you might have went that route. So, but obviously not, right?
I did not. So my character hails from the DC universe.
Okay.
His real name is Michael John Carter. I'm assuming you don't know who that is because you're not the DC guy.
Yeah, is it Cyborg?
It is not Cyborg. Okay. That would be Victor Stone.
Oh, Victor Stone. That's way off. Okay.
So yeah, my character
had no clue.
Before he became a hero, he was a night's watchman at a space museum where he studied the display about superheroes and villains of the past.
Okay. No clue.
He has a sidekick named Skeets.
Skeets? That's ridiculous.
He is a robot with AI that is able to fly, has cognitive thinking, and voice projection. And a blaster built in. A bunch of other tools, too.
So is this Brainiac?
It is not Brainiac.
Metallo?
My character is...
I'm just gasping at straws.
The one and only...
Booster Gold?
Booster Gold, if I can get that on camera. Boom. Yep. The man from the future.
Booster Gold.
So, Booster Gold...
This is good. Well, let me reveal before you go into power set.
Okay.
Alright, so... My person... is also from the DC universe. He's a Gotham City vigilante. He was raised by his single father, Jerry Reagan, and after his mother died when he was young, that's when he started living with just his dad. But they owned a local junk shop called Rags and Tatters. And Rory always promised that he would become rich.
Rory.
Yeah, Rory Reagan. And then not knowing where his dad was getting most of the money, he later finds out that it was gangsters. But his dad becomes in too deep and is killed by the gangsters. So now Rory Reagan has decided to become a masked vigilante and fight against the mob.
Rory Reagan. The basic, street level hero backstory of everyone. I mean, you can take Rory Reagan and do Matt Murdock. like easily interchangeable.
Yeah, kind of that. Yeah.
Man, Rory Reagan. Rory. Caped Crusader, Vigilante. Or did you say Masked Crusader? What did you say?
I said masked, but
Masked.
he wears a cape too.
It's not Nightwing. Yeah, I'm stumped. I'm going to feel like an idiot because I should know this.
Boom. Ragman.
Okay, I was never going to guess that.
This is what Ragman looks like. This is the original Ragman. Like, he's been remade in recent times where, like, they basically make him super powerful and everything, but I'm going with this original design.
Okay.
For Ragman. I'm not gonna do the super powered, easily beat Booster Gold type character.
Easily.
But yeah, okay, so
Okay.
I mean, as far as Ragman, his abilities are literally just acrobatics, hand-to-hand fighting, thievery, and lockpicking. That's it. That's what we have.
Okay.
And I forgot to turn the air conditioner off, so if you hear that, I'm sorry.
So powers of Booster Gold. Well, really, he was a football player in high school, a star football player, had everything to look forward to. But his dad taught him taught him all about gambling and got him in deep with some bad people for throwing football games. He got caught, was disgraced. So this high school football star went from, having the whole world at his feet to nothing, really. Like, he ended up being a security guard at a museum, basically.
Interesting.
So what he did, though, was he studied all of the exhibits at the museum and kind of like daydreamed, like, what if? What if? Well, he's in the 25th century, so once, in that timeline, he's looking at all the 20th and 21st century heroes and villains, and he's basically falling in love with them. Well, in his timeline, they have the technology to time travel. So what he ends up doing is stealing a bunch of the exhibits.
Oh, gosh.
And with his sidekick, Skeets, who has, like, a vast knowledge of all, like, the old headlines of these superheroes and everything.
Skeets just sounds so terrible.
It does. When you call him, here, Skeets. So basically he goes back in time and to where these big events are that he knows he's going to get, like, recognition, and that's how he becomes famous. Because he goes back and becomes a hero, even though he knows exactly how to stop what's happening, exactly when things are going to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah. So as far as, like, the items he has, because he himself has no powers whatsoever. He's just a good athlete because he's a former, star football player.
Okay.
But some of the items he stole were the Legion of Superheroes flight ring, so he can fly by using the power of will. Brainiac's force field belt. Rip Hunter's time sphere. He has a power suit, which gives him super strength. Wrist blasters, and then the suit itself gives him, like, resistance to physical and energy blasts. And he wears goggles that have infrared and magnifying capabilities, as well as like a display on, for these past headlines and places to go and all that stuff.
Interesting.
So maybe I brought someone maybe a little overpowered.
I think so. Like, for, Ragman, basically he's like the throwaway trash version of Batman, apparently. like his suit is just all sewn together out of scraps of different material.
If I'm being honest, the newer Ragman, though, I love the way he looks.
Well, yeah, because he's essentially a Venom character that like the suit can steal souls.
His suit is like a Spawn cape at that point. Like, he can do whatever he needs it to do.
Which I didn't pick that one.
So, like, because we talked about depowering, so what I wanted to do was bring basically a guy in a suit. Like, he's nothing without his suit.
Yeah.
That gives him all his powers. You know, basically. I mean, he does have his companion, which is Skeets, who also can fly and do all that other crap. But he's also has, like, a built-in weapon blaster and other, like, various tools. Kind of one of those whatever the writer needs situations.
Okay.
But really, he's just like a jackass. Like the earlier versions of Booster Gold, he's just like, he's all about getting rich and famous, and that's all it is.
Now, is he cooler than the NFL Super Pro?
Outside of the football field, yes. I know I've always liked Booster Gold because he was never a really big character. The last few years, he started getting a lot more recognition in like the animated movies, and they dropped hints in some of the DC movies about Booster Gold, but they've never like actually brought him up. You just kind of see like maybe were trying to with the DC universe that they were building, but who knows where that's going to go? They don't even know where it's going, if it's going anywhere else. So
interesting. Well, I'm sure like there's been rags in the different DC movies too. Maybe that's
I'm
Easter
sure there's
eggs.
Rag scraps floating around somewhere.
For Ragman.
But like, so what could Ragman do? Like,
I mean, against somebody that can like literally have the future at his eyeballs all the time.
Not much.
Nothing. I don't think. I honestly like because I mean, if it was anything of significance, it would just be read by Booster Gold.
Okay. See, so
you know what I mean? So like I really don't see how like using the shadows or anything like that is going to help him do
because
anything.
He has the knowledge that he can just come back and
or just even like the technology of the visor itself being able to see infrared and all that.
Yeah.
Being stealthy is kind of hard to do. When
the visor gives you everything, yeah. Well, another thing I didn't bring up powers-wise because I just thought it was a little OP, so I wasn't even going to mention it, was he can actually absorb things into his force field and then re-release them as, like, liquefied. Like it melts, whatever gets absorbed into the force field.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to bring that up because I was like, that might take him over the edge, but I guess the time travel probably does that.
Yeah, it kind of does. But geez, I don't know how basically a bag full of rags is gonna be able to do anything in this one. and the problem is too is that there all he deals with is like street level stuff. So as soon as you were like naming off all these powers, I was just like, damn.
All his tech, yeah.
My guy can do some serious lock picking.
Okay, so I might have went a little OP on this character. We talked about depowering, but I didn't realize we were going all the way depowered because all he said was no powers. So technically, Booster Gold has no powers. He just has tech.
Right.
Because I was like, I'm gonna go Iron Man. I was like, nah, his tech is way too good. So I was like, let's go with the depowered Iron Man. And that's how I ended up at Booster Gold. I kept like looking and seeing who was like a few steps down from Iron Man, and ultimately I kept coming into Booster Gold, and I was like, that's my guy.
Right on. Like, and I think Exo Manowar would probably be a really good fight against him.
I almost picked Exo Manowar.
Really?
Yes, I did. I was literally this close, like my penis lengths away from picking Manowar. Seriously.
That's awesome. Because I like Eric. I think his story is really cool too.
Yep.
Like, so that, and I think he would probably give Booster Gold a run for his money, but I think I lose this fight like indefinitely. Every turn is not a good turn.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I did bring Ragman to a fight.
You did. Another one I was really close to picking. I almost brought Beast to this fight.
Oh, that would be cool too.
I thought that'd be cool, but even then, I would have been better off with going like J. Jonah Jameson against Ragman. Maybe not that low, but
Yeah, probably not that low.
maybe like a Jonah Hex or something. No, because he would just shoot
And
him.
I thought about Jonah Hex too.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Right, but I mean, I was seriously this close to watch. I was started watching Exo Manowar videos and everything. Like, I was that close to picking him.
Dang. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I always liked that Valiant verse.
Well, I knew nothing about him other than his name because you always run into his comics in the dollar bins everywhere.
Yeah, and that shiny one is done by Joe Quesada.
Okay.
And when I met him, I had him sign one for me. So like I like that story a lot.
Nice.
And I like X51 too. He's cool too.
Yeah, and then Exo Manowars almost made me go Man at Arms just because they look so similar.
Nice.
I almost went Manowars of the He-Man universe.
That'd be crazy. That'd be a better fight too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Just an old guy with
A
tech of
mace.
his time, yeah.
Yeah.
A gun and whatever else he's got.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's an energy blaster.
Well, I think this one's probably done.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything more about this kid that grew up in a junkyard and what he can do to a guy that literally could just stand there and you could beat him with a crowbar and he wouldn't do anything. So,
yeah. Makes it rough.
So for next week, though, I was thinking let's pick somebody that's either wearing a hat or a helmet.
Okay, so we'll go
Just
back to
like-
our old Pokemon battle days where we would name a trait and then your person would have to have one of those. Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so, yeah, just for a little bit of spice, we'll see what we can come up with for that for next week.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like a party to me.
You like the sound of that? You can give us a suggestion for a trait, and we might use it in a future episode.
Hey, be good to hear from you.
Yeah, right? All right, well, I don't have anything else to say for this episode. Do you?
Same bat time, same bat channel?
Maybe?
All right.
Bye.